We've all been there. I mean, caught up in the moment, making bold promises to God. You have, and so have I. We've all said, like, Lord, if you just get me through this time, I'll never do it again. Or how about this one? I'll serve you more if you'll just answer this one prayer for me. How often do we make those promises and yet they fade as soon as that crisis passes? Been there? I have too. Welcome to the Daily. I am Vince Miller. We just go through the Bible verse by verse, chapter by chapter every single day. Now, before we dive into our text today, I want to encourage you, go to Amazon. Click the link below and purchase this pre-order right here. This is the Blacksmith's Discipline, one of my newest books. I'm super excited about it. It helps men to jump into disciplines that I believe will change their life. Every man needs to be endowed with discipline, and spiritual discipline especially. And I have a good, fresh approach to it that I believe will help you get into the disciplines in a very practical way. This would be great on your own, or maybe with another guy or a group of guys. Dig into it. Currently, we are getting ready to release some videos that go with it as well, and I'm going to be speaking on this topic across the country this year. You need discipline, and so do I, so let's jump into that together. But for today, we're going to read the text again, Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verses 3 through 7. It reads, "For a dream comes with much business, and a fool's voice with many words. When you vow a vow to God, do not delay paying it, for he has no pleasure in fools." Ouch. Pay what you owe. It is better that you should not vow than you should vow and not pay. Let not your mouth lead you into sin, and do not say before the messenger that it was a mistake. Why should God be angry at your voice and destroy the work of your hands? For when dreams increase and words grow many, there is a vanity, but God is one you must fear. Now, Solomon here is contrasting two types of people: those who work diligently to achieve their dreams, and those who talk big but do little. Just as hard work produces real results, reckless words amount to nothing but noise. Just like running your nails across a chalkboard. And when it comes to our relationship with God, speaking without action is meaningless. You see, God takes our commitments seriously, far more seriously than we ought to do. In biblical times, making a vow to God was a sacred act, binding and irrevocable. Breaking it wasn't just dishonorable, it was sinful, as we discover here. Today, we may not make formal vows the same way, but our words still matter, don't they? Whether we promise to change, to serve, to trust Him more. God desires follow through, not empty gestures from us. He always keeps His promises, and He expects us to do the same. That's why Solomon warns against making these hasty commitments. It's not that promising something to God is wrong, but doing so without the intention or ability to keep it is pretty dangerous with Him. The better path? Just speak carefully. Think before you commit. Instead of trying to impress God, or anyone else for that matter, with these grand declarations, live with deep reverence and quiet faithfulness. You see, God isn't moved by chatty, long speeches or these long, elaborate pledges. He values integrity, obedience, and a heart that truly fears Him. Instead of saying much and doing little, let your life reflect steady, unwavering faith. So before making a commitment to God, just pause. Ask yourself, am I speaking from a place of emotion, or am I truly convicted to follow through? Let your words be few, but your actions be faithful. Let your words be few, but your actions faithful. Honor God, not just with some promise, but with obedience. I love you guys. Hope this is a blessing to you. If it is, share it with someone else, and I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.